Hi, this is Joy Robertson. As many of you know, I love food. I love finding new restaurants. I love trying new dishes. And most of all, I love talking to the many great restaurateurs and entrepreneurs we have here in the Ozarks and beyond. I love hearing their stories, and that's what this podcast is all about, learning more about them and their journey. So join me as we savor the Ozarks. This episode is brought to you by Arctic Food Equipment. Okay, everybody, if you like soul food, there is a place downtown that's got some of the best food I've eaten. Not just soul food, but best food I've ever eaten. I am at Mama Jean's Kitchen with the one, the only, the woman who made it happen, Miss Gloria Hairston, born and raised in Springfield, Missouri. I cannot wait to hear your story. Thanks for joining me on Savor the Ozarks.
Thanks for inviting me. I'm excited.
I am excited too, and I just want to, I don't know if you realize how much it means to me to have a place to go to eat the kind of food I'm used to growing up in Arkansas. You know, good old home cooking. It's just comfort food to the max. So, Gloria, you're born and raised here in Springfield, went to Central High School. Tell me about your background here in the Ozarks.
So, yeah, like you said, I was born and raised in Springfield, Missouri. Central High School is my passion. So we support Central a lot because I graduated in 97. I'm telling my age right now. But yeah, we support them a lot. I do catering for their basketball team and everything. So yeah. But I grew up here and me and my mom used to cater. So she passed away about 13 years ago and I decided never to do it again. Then someone asked me to do a wedding and I'm like, oh, my passion came back. So here I am. 3 years later.
3 years later. So you and your mother used to cater. And I know you were very close with your mother because I saw a really sweet Facebook post where you came into the restaurant and you sang happy birthday to her. She made a big impression on you.
She did. We were best friends by far. Did everything together. Everything. So this was her dream to do a restaurant. So it's like I'm living her dream.
So she always had a dream of having a restaurant, but she did catering, but no restaurant for her, correct?
Correct. Yep. We would just cater any like church events and things like that. So yeah, we did that together.
So I'm sure she was an amazing cook, as are you. What were the things that you grew up eating that just are staples in your diet, must-haves?
Fried chicken and Salisbury steak are my two favorite things by far. Yep.
Are those some of the things you catered for people?
Oh, yes. We cater those, and they're on my menu daily, too. So, yep.
It's such good stuff. All right, so you grew up eating this wonderful food that your mom cooked. I'm assuming maybe your mother taught you to cook, or did you have a grandmother, or how did you learn?
So there's no recipes. I would look over everyone's shoulder. So my grandma, my aunties, my mom, it's just like, look over their shoulder. Oh, that's what they're putting in. Now let me put my spin to it. So that's what I've done. And if you like read the descriptions of my menu, it'll say mom's recipe was my spin or my grandma's recipe was my spin. So it kind of tells the story as well.
Well, if you're anything like me, my mother would write the recipes down, but there would be 3 or 4 in the box and they would all be a little different because I think when she was trying to write it, she really didn't know the dimensions. And she'd say, add a 1/3 cup of this and a tad bit more. And I'm like, Mom, seriously, what are you trying to tell me? You're messing with me now. So your mother always had a dream of owning a restaurant, and you had a career prior to Mama G's. What have you been doing all of these years since you graduated?
So I actually worked at Dillon's. When I graduated, I worked at Dillon's with my mom. So we did that together. And then when Dillon's closed, I went to Chase Bank. So I'd been there for the past 10 years.
What did you do at Dillon's?
I was in the produce department, salad bar manager, did floral, kind of a little bit of everything.
Which one?
St. Louis and National.
Gotcha. Okay. Always love their salad bar because I love a good salad bar. So then you wind up at Chase. And what did you do while you were at Chase?
So I moved up pretty fast. I started on the phones and then I ended up being able to audit everyone on the phones within like 6-7 months. So I was on a team with people that were like there for years, like 10, 12 years, but I had only been there 6 months. So
wow. All right. So you did that for several years. Was it hard to leave there at all? Or did you have any second thoughts about saying, well, I'm going to quit a good job with good benefits and go out on my own?
I was scared. I was very scared. I kind of drug my feet for a while, but I found this building and it's just like, this is it. It's time. And I gave my 2 weeks, and it's been fine.
We are sitting in the building along College Street across from the, thank goodness, newly reopened theater. And for a long time, there wasn't much going on in this building. And now you come in here on a day like I did yesterday, and it's absolutely packed for lunch. What was it about this location downtown that made you think this is the one?
So when I walked in this building, I don't know if you've seen my glass up front where you can see the kitchen.
Yes, yeah, you could see right into it. Mm-hmm.
That's what sold me. As soon as I seen that glass, I'm just like, this is it, because I want people to see what I'm doing. So that's what made me get this building. It wasn't even the location. I'm just like, this is it.
And when you walk up to it and when you come inside it, what I love about it is the glass going all the way around so you can see out onto the street, and it's nice and bright in here. Talk about your decor. I love coming in here. It has a comfortable feel to it.
Yes, I wanted it to be more like you're not in Springfield. So when you walk in, it's like a big city. That's what I want it to feel like. So I named this area where we're sitting Lovely Lane. That's my mom's nickname, was Lovely. She was all about supporting local. So all the pictures on the wall is local artists, and they're actually up for sale as well. But I allow any local artist to bring in pictures, hang them, and that's called Lovely Lane.
And I notice you kind of have a tagline for Mama G's, a taste of lovely. So that's where that came from.
That is where that came from. Everything's in honor of my mom. If you see lovely on something, it's because it was for my mom.
I wish she was here to see this. She is. She sees it. She sees it. So this is Lovely Lane. And then the main part of the restaurant that looks into the kitchen. Do you have a name for that?
That's Mama G's Corner. So I've got a little road sign up there, and it just says Mama G's Corner.
When you were thinking about the restaurant, were you thinking restaurant, bar, the whole 9 yards, or I mean, because you went all out here. This place is a full service restaurant.
Yeah, so I just wanted to have something for the community. So it's like, okay, everybody likes to drink, everybody likes to eat. Let's just do everything all at once. I had never even thought about doing a bar, and then somebody's like, oh, it's not that hard. So I started researching, and it's like, okay, I can do everything. I can do all this.
Now, you actually did a restaurant for a couple of years while you worked at Chase.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so I call my other place an indoor food truck because it's really small. It's not even a fourth of the size of this. So we outgrew it so fast. We would look up, there's a line out the door, and it's just like, okay, I need a full service sit-down restaurant. So that's why I started looking, because it's like, we've got to do something. We've got to serve our community because they want this. So that's why we got it.
So that original is over on West Sunshine where Metro Eats is located.
Yes, that's where it is. Uh-huh. And we're on the inside. It's not a food truck, so we're inside.
Okay, so you're in the inside. So you go to work at Chase at like 6 a.m. and you work all day, and then you go prep to do dinner at Mama G's on Sunshine. How that had to be a challenge.
Oh, yes, it was. So I would do that, 5 days a week. And so it was a little bit of a long day, but you got to love it to do it. So this is my passion. So, yeah, that's what I did.
This is your passion. So you decided, I'm going for it. I'm going to open the restaurant full time. And before we started recording, you indicated to me that this downtown location has exceeded your expectations.
By far. I did not realize it was going to be like this. Not that fast. It's like, okay, we're 9.5 months in, and I'm like, whoa, we need a bigger space already. So it's crazy.
Well, I hope you stay here because I just love this location. But, you feel it out, and I know you're going to do what you've got to do. But talk about your menu, because the last thing I had here was yesterday, catfish fillets, collards, cornbread, mac and cheese. Holy cow. I mean, and plenty to take home for later. Go down the course of your menu and talk about how you came to deciding what would be listed on the menu.
It was very hard because I have so many things that I want to add, and my cooks are like, oh my God, we have too much already. But like the number one sellers, I would say, are pork chops, fried chicken, award-winning meatloaf. I've won, 4 awards on my meatloaf. Yeah. And then the catfish. That's my top 4 sellers right there. But yeah, there's so much stuff that I want to put on there, and it's just like, I can't because we have too much.
Though you could always do a special night or something like that. I would love to see what else you could come up with because it's just fantastic the way it is. There were catfish fillets or catfish strips. I believe my daughter had the smothered chicken, which is like a sautéed chicken thighs, correct?
So it's a chicken thigh, and I actually cook it for about 5 hours. So that's an all-day cook, along with my stuffed turkey leg. I don't know if you've seen that on the menu.
I saw it, but I haven't seen it up close. Tell me about that.
So it takes 8 hours to cook, and it's a smoked turkey leg, and then I cook it for 8 more hours so that it falls apart, and we stuff it with collard greens, sweet potatoes, and mac and cheese. Like Thanksgiving in one.
Oh my goodness, maybe that's what I saw go past me yesterday, because we were watching all the food come out of the kitchen thinking, what is that? What is that? You know, speaking of that, you have tacos on your menu that is, now imagine a tortilla layered with catfish, collards, and mac and cheese. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So I'm very weird. I dream about this stuff, and then I come in and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try and cook this, and you guys try it, and we'll see if we're going to put it on the menu. So I don't sleep very much. So it's like, okay, this is what we're doing. I dreamed about catfish on a taco, and then I'm like, let's play with it. And everybody's like, that's it. That's it. So
it's been well received.
It's very well received. Very well.
Okay, so what are some of the other things? Oh, well, let me just talk about the burgers for a minute. I did see one go past me that I caught out of the corner of my eye when I was here yesterday. Everybody needs a good burger. Tell me about your burger.
Okay, so funny story. I've got a burger that's called the welfare burger. Growing up, my grandma had 35 grandkids. We all wanted to go to McDonald's, and she's like, no, we will fix you a burger at home. So we always called her burgers the welfare burger because we would have burger on white bread, and that was it. So we offer her welfare burger because, I mean, that was just growing up. And then we also have a get right burger that has like jalapenos and bacon and pepper jack cheese. And then a Mama's Melt, of course, is my favorite because I'm Mama G. But it's got my favorite sauce on it, or my special sauce on sourdough bread.
Ooh, on sourdough bread. Load it up with whatever you want on it. Okay, tell me about the special sauce. What's it called?
Just a Mama G sauce. It's almost like, you know, like a Frisco melt from Steak and Shake. It's almost like that sauce, but with my spin on it.
Gotcha. You have several sauces to pick from, and there was one, and forgive me, I'll never think of the name of it, but there was one that came up in conversation. What are some of your sauces? Describe them to me.
So I do have like a sweet chili special sauce that goes with like the shrimp and the crawfish bites. So that's probably the one that you're talking about. But we put that, like I said, crawfish bites, any kind of seafood, it goes very well with. But we make like our tartar sauce, we make our ranch, we make the Mama G sauce. Mostly all of our sauces are in-house. There's a dynamite sauce that is dynamite. It's like awesome for our wings. So I've got a peach cobbler wing sauce that we just won Wingapalooza with. So
okay, whatever it is, there's an impressive list of sauces that I've seen there. So you won Wingapalooza.
Yes, so we got 3 awards at Wingapalooza. Rookie of the Year, we got Best Traditional Wings, and then there was second place on another one. So
what is your favorite kind of wings? What's your most popular wing? Is it like a traditional fried chicken wing?
Yeah, the traditional fried is the most popular. And then we do classic wings. And I would say the peach cobbler sauce is the most popular on classic.
Is it spicy?
So it's sweet. It tastes just like a peach cobbler. I make a peach cobbler on the stove, and then I turn it into a sauce. But then there's a kick. So it's sweet, and then at the end you get this kick to it.
Very good. I just knew it. Okay, but while we're talking about wings, which I have not had your wings yet, I'm going to have the wings eventually, but I notice you have a shrimp boil from time to time, but it also says wing boil. What do you mean by wing boil?
So it's like a classic wing. We actually fry the wings. They're not boiled. But
okay, that's what I was curious about. They looked like they were fried, but so it's served up in kind of the same way as the shrimp boil would be. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. So that's why we call it a boil, just because it's just like the shrimp boil. But we fry the wings. Everybody's always like, I don't want boiled wings, but they're not boiled. They are fried.
Okay, they are fried with maybe a Cajun seasoning or something?
You get a choice of lemon pepper, Cajun, or honey garlic. And then it comes with potatoes, corn, sausage, everything just all mixed together. It's delicious. That's a Thursday special.
Every Thursday?
Every Thursday. Mm-hmm. We usually do it at Sunshine, but we've been doing it downtown here lately, so.
Okay, good to know. So it's got all the fixings you would get at a shrimp boil. But if you're not into seafood, you can do the chicken wing boil. Gotcha. Okay, we talked a little bit about the burgers, but you also have a couple of burger things that caught my eye. You do burgers and brewski.
Yes, Wednesday's burger and brewski. I think it's $9. You get a 16-ounce beer and then your burger. Yep, and then Mondays is wings. Monday, 6 wings for $6. We just start doing a Big Back Wednesday. You get a triple burger with 6 wings and loaded fries. Or you get a double Philly with 6 wings and loaded fries.
That's the one. That's the one I was trying to think of, because it's a little bit like you expect a burger and fries, but you don't necessarily expect a burger, fries, and wings. What's it called again?
Big Back Wednesday. You know the song that says, Big Back, Big Back? That's where we got it from.
That's where you got it from. I'm sure some of these you really didn't have to run past your kitchen staff for too long. I mean, how could they not love everything you bring to the table? Have they ever turned you down on anything and said, no, Gloria, no, we're not doing it?
Not yet. They're just like, you're doing too much. Well, how are we going to handle this? It's like, I'll just be here all day, every day. It's fine.
And I'm sure you are here all day, every day. You're not open on Tuesday, right?
Tuesday is my day to rest, but any other day I'm here open to close. Even on the weekends that I close at 2:30 in the morning, I'm here.
Okay, speaking of that, you're open late on the weekends. So, and you can come in here except for Tuesday, and give your evening happy hour in, and you got some specials. But on Friday and Saturday night, you go to the wee hours.
Yes, so Fridays we are closing at 1:30, and then Saturdays is 2:30. Yeah.
What is the turnout at that time of night?
It gets crazy in here. I look up and I'm like, oh my God, all the bars just let out. Oh. Everybody's starving. So
everybody's hungry. So they're coming here to get a bite to eat. And I've seen that sometimes you have live music.
Yes, we do have live music. We usually try to do live music on Mondays and Wednesdays because that's our slower days. I say slower days. It's still busy, but that's the days it's like, okay, you guys can come set up and it won't be too much. And then we do like brunches too. So we set up a DJ. We do R&B brunches and gospel brunches as well. So
which one is your most popular, gospel or R&B?
They're actually basically the same. They're both packed. And my favorite is the gospel because we all get out here and start singing. And I love doing the gospel brunch.
I've seen a couple of really great videos online. And it's not anything unusual for a spontaneous dance or singing to break out in a place like this, which has to make you so happy.
Yes, it does. It makes me happy to see that everybody else is happy because that's my goal. It's like, okay, my dream is coming true because everybody else is receiving me the way I wanted it. So it's awesome.
Step into Arctic Food Equipment, where the spirit of American hospitality meets unmatched quality. Our Springfield showroom is open to the public and stocked with everything you need to outfit your kitchen. For over 25 years, we've been proud to serve our community with products built to last and a commitment rooted in American values. Come visit our showroom today and discover why kitchens across America trust Arctic Food Equipment. The tools you trust, the partner you deserve.
Well, you're very awesome. You're very giving. I'm reminded that I saw something around holiday time where you fed 100 and some people out of this kitchen, out of the kindness of your heart. That was a Thanksgiving or around Thanksgiving event. What made you decide to do that?
So my mom used to volunteer at Victory Mission every holiday, and we would go feed the homeless. So it's like, I have my own place now. I can do this on my own instead of having to volunteer somewhere. So I mentioned it to my staff, and they're like, we'll volunteer our time too. So we just made it happen. And I want to try and do it monthly. We've just had so much going on. It's like, okay, we got to get this going. We got to get this going. But we still have them come in. They'll come in and say, hey, Mama, I'm hungry. And I'll just go back, fix food, and give them to her. Yeah.
That is so sweet of you to do, but it's hard to see someone hungry. It's hard, and that's something that you feel like you can do. In fact, a member of your staff greeted me at the door today and said that you routinely send home food with your employees. She says, I never have to shop anymore.
Yeah, she said, I don't even cook anymore. You're spoiling us too much. And it's like, it's just, that's how I was raised. My grandma was like that. There was never a stranger. She would open up her door and it's like anybody that came, she's going to feed them. And I'm just the same way. I just have it honest.
Wouldn't it just be the best thing ever if you could get your mom and your grandma in here and feed them a big meal just like they used to feed you, But I bet you do that in your heart every time you set a plate in front of somebody.
Oh, yes, I do. And it warms my heart to come out here and talk to people and they're like, this reminds me of my grandma or this reminds me of my mom. And then it's like, oh my God, this is my goal. So I feel like I'm actually doing what they would have loved for me to do.
Talk about one of the things on your menu there's a few things on your menu that struck me, and I'm going to throw them out and you just tell me about them. The crawfish tails.
So that is my favorite thing. I am scared of regular crawfish with the eyes, but I can do crawfish tails. So that's why I put it on the menu. It's like, okay, I can do that, but I can't do the ones that are looking at me. So
I completely understand that. How are they prepared?
So they're just breaded and fried. They're easy peasy, just breaded and fried.
I noticed that on your appetizer menu, as well as chicken livers, which I love fried chicken livers. That had to be a no-brainer for you, I would think.
Oh, yes, of course, because not many places have chicken livers, so they're kind of hard to get. But when I do have them in, they go like hotcakes. They are so good, so good.
So Jeremiah, who waited on us yesterday, great guy, he said that maybe you will also have gizzards at some point. Is that on the maybe list?
Mm-hmm. Yes, so I actually got them in today.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, and we got our livers in today too. So, yeah, my supplier text, he is like, we got them. I know it's been 3 weeks, but we got them in. We tried out gizzards maybe 2 weeks ago, and they went really well. So that is an added item now.
Because, there are liver people and there are gizzards people. And I'll do either one, but livers, the chicken liver is my favorite. Do you pick your sauce with that, or does it come with the gravy, or how do you do that one?
Most people want the gravy. You can choose whatever sauce that we have. I'm actually playing with the recipe right now because someone said that they had a sauce in New Orleans, and they said, this is what it tastes like. So I'm like, okay, I can recreate something like that. So I'm playing with it. Ooh. So coming soon. Okay. We'll see what it tastes like.
Okay, coming soon. And speaking of gravy, I was in here yesterday with my friend Nancy Miller from Nearly Famous Deli and Pasta House, and she had the Salisbury steak. Loved it. I got a big bite of her Salisbury steak, and she said that gravy, and I agree with her, is just to die for. Is this one of those, there's no recipe, Grandma did it, Mom did it, now Gloria's got it in her head. Is it one of those?
Yep, that was my aunt's.
Oh.
Yeah, so my auntie showed me how to make Salisbury steak. She would pack it up for lunch for me, like, all the time. So That was my favorite growing up. So that's her recipe, and it's just like one of those things. Just put all this stuff in there and go with it.
Well, we were joking that if there weren't so many people sitting around us yesterday, we would have licked the plates. Yeah, at one point Nancy said to my husband, she said, if you weren't here, I think I really would lick the bowl. And he goes, it's just, we're all family, just do what you need to do. Because it was just so incredibly good. And we ended up getting it's like a sampler appetizer, and you threw in a couple of extra things, because I guess you do that from time to time when people come in. Your cheese curds it's a garlic cheese.
Doesn't it taste like a Red Lobster biscuit with cheese in it?
Totally.
Yes, that's what stuck me with those. I just love the garlicky in there.
Extra points for the garlic cheese. Extra points for that. And Jeremiah also said, I was hoping you would have picked the queso. And I'm like, okay, they don't tell you that for nothing. And I said, okay, bring us what we chose to begin with, and then let me think about the queso. And then the platter comes out with queso on it. Gloria, where did you get the idea for the queso? Talk about your queso.
So that's another dream thing.
Oh, you do have good dreams, don't you?
I do. So I just thought about it in my sleep, of course, and then I came in here and started cooking greens and playing with the taste of it. Made my queso, mixed it all together, and it's like, this is a winner. We got to put this on the menu.
So queso, collards, and there's some kind of pepper.
Yeah, I put peppers in there and onions. I mix a lot of stuff in my collard greens, and then I mix it with the queso. It's got a little bit of kick to it.
Oh, it's got a lot of kick to it. If you out there, if you're not a spicy person, try it anyway. Because I don't want you to miss it, because it's that good. But I literally sat there thinking, I don't know that if I lived 100 years, I could hack this recipe completely, because there's a complexity to it that's just so good. And I thought, well, I guess you could maybe talk her into selling me a half gallon at a time or something like that. I mean, I guess if I gave you enough notice, maybe you could pull that off.
I've got you. I'll get whatever you want.
Oh, my goodness. That was so delicious. What else have I got on my menu that I wanted to talk to you about? Talk about happy hour. What's behind the bar?
Oh, we've got, so Let me think on those. We've got Sundays. We've got like Bloody Marys and loaded mimosas. And then from
Loaded mimosa.
loaded mimosas. So you get an extra shot in your mimosa. Ooh, yeah. Shot of your choice, whatever you want. So that's a good thing. And then we've got Taco Thursday, margarita and taco for $6. $6.
The taco with the dressed up. Oh,
So you get the soul food taco and the margarita for $6. Our margaritas are killer. They're so good. And then what else do we have? We've got $2.99 call at Wells.
oh, gotcha.
During happy hour. And then there's local specials as well, because we have a lot of local wines and beers and stuff like that. So we do like $1 off of all local stuff too for happy hour.
That is very cool. I saw a beautiful blue cocktail come out yesterday. I don't know what it was, but I was kind of watching the bartender behind the bar mixing it up. And I thought, man, that looks good. And then my husband had a Bloody Mary, and Nancy had a Bloody Mary, and I saw a little squirt of mustard go in the Bloody Mary. It was delicious.
So everybody does their own Bloody Mary. I let them just kind of play. I have certain recipes on certain things, but it's like, okay, Bloody Marys, you can do whatever you want. So some people put mustard, some people put my homemade dynamite sauce in it. Some people put like the tahini in there. So it depends on which bartender's back there, but you're going to get some spiced up Bloody Marys.
Oh, man. And then they said, we'll have a Bloody Mary with whatever spicy you could make it. And it was so good because, sometimes a Bloody Mary can be a little thick. Yeah. This was not thick. It wasn't too much, because a Bloody Mary sometimes to me is like a meal. I feel like I'm really full,
Yeah, it is filling. Very filling. Uh-huh.
Oh, it was delicious. It really was. So talk about your family. Do you have a family at home?
Yes, I've got 2 girls, which my oldest daughter is my general manager. So, and then my youngest daughter does all my baking. So both of them work here. So 24 and 21.
Okay. I'm 22 and 25. So we've got kids right there together. I'll be darned. Okay. So they're both here. And is this their passion too? I mean, do you hope maybe one day they'll just take it on and keep it going for you?
I want them to open up other locations for me, but they keep telling me, this is your dream, Mom. We're not going to do this forever. So we'll see how that goes. I'm trying to push it. Because I want to keep it in the family.
Right.
So, right. And I also want to expand. So, we'll see.
We'll see what happens, but I love that it's kind of a family affair. So, you mentioned baking. So, the one daughter that bakes, does she do the cornbread?
She does the cornbread, and she's got it down to a T. If somebody else here does it, she's like, Mom, why didn't you just call me? I could have just came.
Now, does the other one cook too? Does she get in the kitchen?
Oh, yeah, she cooks as well.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, they all have it. They have it honest.
Talk about your desserts.
Oh, I've got lots of desserts. So when I first started out, I had a sweet treat and fruit design business. That's how I started at Metro Eats, because they would do farmers market and I was set up out there. And then she's like, okay, we need a restaurant in here. And that's actually how I got started. But we've got sweet potato cheesecake, sweet potato honey bun cake. We've got chocolate cake, strawberry cake, regular honey bun cake, lemon cake. We've got a vanilla back there. There are so many desserts. And it's not, it just changes. So it's not something that's set in stone each day. It's like, my daughter will be like, okay, what do you want me to make today? And then we just go with it.
All homemade.
All homemade. And then I also have a lady that brings a couple of the desserts in too, because I got so busy. It's like, okay, you can actually bring some of your desserts as well. And then we'll just kind of mix and match.
Do I understand you do cobblers?
I haven't at this location yet because they take a little while, but I do. We're about to add a peach cobbler because everybody's asking for it. So it's like, okay, I got to do a peach cobbler.
Well, since you have the peach cobbler sauce, you can make the peach cobbler for the sauce, but for the love of all things, make the peach cobbler for the peach cobbler. How's your favorite way to serve it? Do you do it with like a whipped cream or an ice cream, or do you just as is?
Ice cream. Got to have that scoop of vanilla ice cream in your peach cobbler. That's the thing. It's crazy because my peach cobbler wing sauce, people's like, do you have ice cream back there? I just want to put this on top of some ice cream.
Wing sauce with ice cream. That must have been another dream that you had. I love that. What are you dreaming about lately? Like, what's on your mind that you want to kind of get in there and play with a little bit?
You're the first to know, but I want to add breakfast to the menu. Ooh. I'm playing with some things, so we'll probably open up for breakfast here in the next month.
I think that sounds divine. I'm pretty sure you could make some kind of a crazy mean biscuit.
Oh, yeah. Biscuits. So I have this wild idea. Since I already have a soul food taco, I want to do a breakfast soul food taco. So I want to do it with a pancake with chicken and hash browns and eggs and put my peach cobbler sauce on top of it. I've got to try it first because this is another dream, but we'll see how that tastes.
Oh my gosh, if you need a taster, you let me know. Oh, that sounds so good. It sounds so good. So when you're open late at night, is your kitchen open all night too?
Yes, we stopped taking orders on Saturday at 2 a.m.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I guess suffice it to say it's open. What time do you get out of here?
About 3:30, and then I come back on Sunday at 8 in the morning.
You really don't sleep.
I really don't. I come back here to that bench right behind you, and it's just like, okay, let me take 30-minute nap. And then I'm repowered and ready to rock.
Well, you wear it well because you and I have daughters the same age, and you look like you're a student at Central High School to me. You just do. You've got this youthful look about you that, and energy too, that just goes on and on and on. And I met your dad in here yesterday. So, and he's just charming. And I thought, this is just the happiest place in town. So you have a lot of friends and family and a lot of really good customers that come back over and over.
Oh, yes, I do. And my dad's my number one fan. He will sit here all day, every day with me. And I just love the support that he gives me, for sure. But yeah, our customers, all kinds of repeat customers. They just love it, yeah.
I saw someone come in yesterday, and I think I heard you say something to her. I could have swore it was something about cheesecake. Maybe not. But I thought you said something about, we have some kind of cake today. And she said, oh, thank goodness. You know, do you remember that? She was sitting right next to where I was sitting. So it says like you know your customers well.
Oh, yeah. I try to, like, when they come in, we'll all make bets because it's like, okay, they're going to get this today. And they're like, nope, they're going to get this. So it's like, okay, I bet you $10. I know exactly what they're getting. I usually win. But, yeah, that lady, she always gets sweet potato cheesecake when we come in. And the last time we had just ran out when she got here. So it's like, okay, we got it today. You're inside. Okay,
that's what it is. I thought I heard the word cheesecake. And when it came time to have dessert, I was just like, I can't do it. I still have a few leftovers. Talk about your mac and cheese. Your mac and cheese was in the running for one of the best dishes downtown, or it was some kind of a contest, correct?
Yeah, so we got all the way to the grand championship for the downtown with mac and cheese. It was like a noodle competition. So Rickshaw ended up taking it. They had lo mein with the meat and everything in it. So hard to go up against a lo mein. But we've won the Mac and Cheese Fest 2 years in a row.
Oh.
Yeah, we won every single award this past year for our mac and cheese. And for the fest, what did I do? Like a jalapeno mac, and then I did my regular mac. But yeah, everybody loves my mac and cheese.
That's one of those things that you cannot take off the menu.
No, that will never go away. None of the sides are going to go away. We might have some specials here and there. Like we did pig feet. I don't know if you've seen that post. I did pig feet and brown beans not too long.
No, I didn't. How'd it go?
It was packed in here. Yeah. I pulled these big feet out of the boxes, and my cooks had never seen things like that. They were like, oh my God, are we really going to touch those? But yeah, it went really good. People's asking for them already, so we'll do it again.
Well, I'll tell you, there is not much better in this world than a bowl of beans and cornbread and collards. But if you throw the pork in there, regardless of how you do it, it's just so good. The pig's feet, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's really good. And that's how my grandma, we would either have kraut and weenies with our brown beans or pig feet with our brown beans.
Do you ever do kraut dishes here?
We did kraut and weenies just one time.
Okay.
Just one time.
Now, I do love kraut and weenies. Sauerkraut and sausage, anything like that is just so delicious. So, wow, so you're thinking about adding breakfast. So this little hot spot might be the one thing that brings downtown back to life night and day, every day except Tuesday.
That's the goal. That is the goal. Everybody wants me to open on Tuesdays, too, and it's like, I've got to have a break. We're going to find some balance. We're going to figure it out. But, yeah, that's my goal.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Gloria Hairston, I love that you celebrate also Super Bowl, St. Patrick's Day, Mardi Gras. So we can look forward to coming here any day for great food, but don't sleep on what Gloria might come up with for a holiday.
Oh, yeah. I love doing events. So any holiday, I'm going to try and have something. And I'll post it on my Facebook page. It's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And I'm a last minute person, so you might have to wait a little bit, but I throw it at my staff and they're like, here you go again. Yep, let's dive in there. Let's do this.
So in other words, if you look at the menu on Thursday and you're planning to come in on Friday, you might peek again on Friday 5 minutes before you get in the cart ahead here, is what you're saying. It could change.
Yes, exactly. It could change. I might have 10 more things on the menu that day. Like, here's specials. Just like our Big Back Wednesday, I decided at 5 o'clock to do it at 6 o'clock. And that was 2 weeks ago. So we've done it 2 weeks in a row. So, yeah, I'm just last minute. Things come to my head and it's like, okay, let's do it.
How many employees you have in here?
I've got 31 employees.
Oh, my goodness. See, I was going to wrap this up a minute ago, but I could just talk to you all day. So you've got all these employees, and they know full well that you may say, hey, turn on a dime. I just had a thought. Can we do this and do it for tonight in an hour?
Yes, they know. They know. Even like Saturday, we got here, and they're like, okay, is there any surprises going on? I'm like, not yet, but ask me in another hour.
Give me 5 minutes. I'll see what I can come up with. Well, Gloria Hairston from Mama G's Kitchen downtown, I cannot thank you enough for taking time to talk to me. And you know your mother and your grandmother are with you every minute, and they are so proud of you for what you're doing. And it is indeed a taste of lovely. It's just lovely. Gloria, thank you.
Thank you for inviting me. It was awesome.
Be sure to go to AroundTheOzarks.com to sign up for our daily newsletter where you can get every episode of Savor the Ozarks, plus all our other podcasts, events, and contests straight to your inbox. And what are your favorite dishes in the 417? If you have any restaurants you'd like me to visit, email me at joy@AroundTheOzarks.com.